Hey, vacationers, it's Eddie from Explorateria, and welcome back to episode 15 of the Flambé. This week on our Cruise and Theme Park News show, we're talking about another cruise crew member arrested when a body was found on board. A guest cruise canceled the day before departure. A new portal at Celebration Key has been revealed. Yet another reason to get rid of Genie Plus. And DAS changes are now in effect at Disney World. All that and more today on Explorateria. A 28-year-old crew member of the Silver Seas Cruise Line was just arrested after the body of an infant was found in her cabin. The 2-day-old infant was found in the cabin that she shared with 2 roommates. The mother and the 2 roommates have all been arrested. There's no evidence of foul play, but apparently the mother kept her pregnancy secret as well as the birth of the child. So they believe the child was lost due to neglect. Apparently, they believe that she kept the secret so that she wouldn't lose her job and be kicked off the ship. As you know, mothers, once they reach a certain stage in their pregnancy, are no longer allowed to cruise, even guests, as the ships don't have the facilities necessary for delivery. I mean, that's all well and fine, but in 2024, it's kind of hard to believe that an expecting mother would have to hide her pregnancy from her employer. Nothing that she did was right. You should never, something like this happening to a child should never happen. But also, to be in an industry where you're scared to tell your employer that you're pregnant is a real shame. And I believe that some of the fault falls on the cruise line in this instance. I mean, if she felt like there was a safe way for her to go about her pregnancy and be able to keep her job and keep, that income coming in, which I'm sure she needs, I don't think this issue would have happened. Personally, I don't know what the cruise line's policies are on pregnancy, but just as an outside observer, I don't think that anybody would hide something like this if they didn't believe that they had a good reason. I'm sure, plenty of other people have worked on cruise ships and had babies just fine. But in 2024, for something like this to happen is a real shame, and it's a tragedy. I guess who had the Excel Presidential Suite booked on the Carnival Celebration just found out that no, she didn't. So apparently she had this suite booked, this $12,000 suite for her cruise booked, and she received an email that her excursions were canceled, and she couldn't understand why. So she called the cruise line to figure out what was going on, just to find out that she, in fact, had her entire cruise canceled. The cruise line says she canceled it. She says she did not. And there was a whole debacle on social media where she was going back and forth, telling her story about how the cruise line canceled her cruise. And apparently they offered her 2 interior cabins to make up for the loss of her presidential suite. And then she wasn't going to get a refund. She was just going to get 2 interior cabins. Way different price point, right? She, of course, denied getting the 2 cabins. She wasn't going to, she wanted her money back, right? Or something like that. What she really wanted was her cabin, but she didn't get it cruise set sale, so she wanted her money back. The cruise line apparently decided to look into it and come to find out that apparently she and her husband had previously posted on social media a screenshot or something like that of their cruise booking, including their reservation number. And what they believe happened is that somebody used that reservation number to log in online, create an account, and cancel the cruise, just with straight up malicious intent, right? Just because they didn't like this lady. And in this age, this technological age, we should all know better than to post our personal information online, including any type of reservation numbers. Don't let scammers get any of that. But so it's kind of on her. But at the same time, Carnival maybe should have a better security system in place for their online bookings. I'm pretty sure that if you call Carnival, if you actually call them on the phone to make a change to your booking, you need either like a passcode or a password like that to make any type of change, but nothing like that is required when you're doing it online. So it's maybe something the cruise line might want to look into, but also for all you cruisers out there, especially Carnival cruisers, just black that stuff out. If you're gonna put a screenshot, make sure you black out any of your personal information on there. You don't want anything like this happening to you. Carnival also revealed another portal at Celebration Key, which is set to open in 2025. The previously what they were calling the family portal is going to be called Starfish Lagoon. And it's going to include 2 water slides in that area, as well as the Sun Castle, which is the big, the big fake sand castle thing. And I believe the water slides actually can go like around or through that castle, which is kind of cool. It's also going to have a beach area where guests will be able to rent water sport equipment. And then in the pool are going to have these things called aquabanas, which are going to be floating cabanas that can accommodate up to 8 people, which, is kind of cool. But at the same time, I don't think I would want to be surrounded by swimming people while I'm trying to relax on my cabana. But, like I say, to each their own. They're also going to have a sports court where guests can play basketball, volleyball, stuff like that. There's going to be the Guppy Grotto, is what they're calling it, Guppy Grotto, which is going to be like the splash pad for kids, which is going to have the small slides and the dump bucket and things like that. And they're also going to have like a game pavilion where they're going to be able to play ping pong and cornhole and stuff like that. So, with those they have those 2 slides that they're saying right now here at Starfish Lagoon, but with the expansion that's coming, they're supposed to have also a whole new water park with the expansion that they're planning for 2026. So that's going to be cool too. It just it looks like it's going to be a great location, a great private destination for the family, lots of fun. And once again though, I am kind of worried that might be kind of crowded, but especially with those 4 docks for the 4 Excel, like with room for 4 Excel class ships. If they ever decide to have them all there at the same time, it's gonna be horrific. But it looks like fun, and I can't wait to check it out. I am going to check it out, of course. It's scheduled to open in July of 2025, so that's going to be fun. On its way to Roatan, Honduras, Icon of the Seas, the world's largest cruise ship until next year, has had a guest jump overboard. They jumped right on overboard. The cruise ship had to come to a complete stop, and they actually sent some boats out to look for him. And luckily, in this very rare occasion, they were actually able to find this this guest, and get him back on board. He was injured. He did have some pretty severe injuries, of course, from jumping off the world's largest cruise ship and smacking in the water. People think that you can jump off of something and go in the water, and it's just like, oh, it's water. It's gonna be soft, and it's gonna be like jumping in the pool, like from regular height. And that's not the case at all. You hit the water, especially the way you hit it, it hurts. Okay, especially from that high. So, I know Royal Caribbean has an unlimited drink package, but no matter how much you drink, it's never okay to jump off. Okay, remember that. Next time you're feeling a little tipsy and you're looking at that cool water, and it looks so refreshing. Just jump in the pool instead. All right. The Royal Caribbean Group has also announced that on June 5th, they're going to be starting a loyalty match program for all their cruise lines. So that's Royal Caribbean, Celebrity Cruise Line, and Silver Sea, their luxury cruise line. They're going to be matching your loyalty program no matter which of those cruise lines you go on. So that's pretty cool. As you know, getting to those loyalty tiers is an investment, right? Of course you enjoyed it, but staying loyal to that one cruise line it's an investment in a way. And to be able to have that investment and those perks move over to every cruise line under that company's umbrella is really, I think, a really great value. And I've been really wanting to check out Celebrity. I haven't been on them yet, but I wanted to check them out, and to be able to bring my perks and my tier from the Crown and Acre Society on Royal Caribbean over to Celebrity is a real. It brought Celebrity a little bit higher on my list of things I want to try. So I think it's a really great idea, and I hope that in the near future, a lot of these other companies, these cruise companies, start doing that, because it's really beneficial, and I really like it a lot. Disney Cruise Line has announced that Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point is complete. The private destination of the Bahamas for the Disney company is up and ready to accept guests. The first guest will be stepping foot on the island on June 7th on a preview cruise that's just going straight there, and then it's going to Nassau and then back to Port Canaveral. But the real main event, the legitimate first inaugural sailing, is actually going to have 2 stops there. It's going to stop at Lookout Key, it's going to go to Nassau and Castaway Key, and it's going to come back to Lookout Key on its way back to Port Canaveral. So that sounds like a great itinerary. It's something I really wanted to do, especially for you guys. I wanted to walk around and show you guys Lookout Key, and I'm really interested in it myself. And just the itinerary sounded awesome, but things didn't work out, and we didn't get to book that one. We are going to be going on the Disney Wonder here in a couple of days, going to Alaska, but sadly we didn't get on that. So yeah, I do really look forward to checking out Lookout Key. It looks like a lot of fun. Like it's based on the Junkanoo Festival that they have down there, so there's a lot of bright, great colors, and it just looks like a really cool place to kind of relax and vibe out. And I can't wait to check it out. It's gonna be cool. Disney Cruise Line has also announced the bow art for the Disney Adventure is going to be Captain Mickey. So in case you don't know, the Disney Adventure is actually a new ship coming to the Disney Cruise Line next year, 2025, that's going to be sailing out of Singapore and doing Asian itineraries. This ship it wasn't originally a Disney ship. They actually, what happened is another company was building this ship. This cruise company couldn't stay afloat during the pandemic, so construction of the ship came to a halt. And Disney came in, they bought the half-finished ship from them, and are repurposing it for Disney's purposes. And it's going to be great. It's going to be out, like I said, it's going to be out of Singapore. I can't wait to check out those itineraries, see what they're going to be like. I've never cruised in Asia before, and it sounds like a lot of fun. Like I've been looking around for some itineraries that'll work for me, but I haven't found one, especially to fly over there with a 4-year-old. Just that long flight is not something I really look forward to. But next year she's going to be a little older, and going forward, and to have that Disney level of service and everything, I think I'm going to have a pretty good reason to go over there and cruise around Asia, and I can't wait to check it out. I'm actually really excited for that one. I think I'm a little bit more excited for Destiny, the Disney Destiny coming next year, because the whole heroes and villains theme sounds really cool to me. I'm a villains guy. I like villains, like I said before, but just the Asian itineraries for the Disney Adventure sound pretty cool. So yeah, can't wait to check out this new ship, and I'm excited for it. MSC Cruises is expanding their kids and family program. So now, previously, kids had to be 1 year old before they can go to the kids club, but they've lowered that age now to 6 months. So that's pretty cool. And then they're also having certain times where they're going to have open house hours where the whole family can kind of come in and play in the kids club. Not only that, but every cruise is now going to have one family party in the kids club where the whole family could come in and just have a party in the kids club. I think that's pretty cool. Being a parent and dropping my kid off the kids club, I've sent her there and seen how she wants to come back. She wants to experience it with me. And for me not to be able to go in with her and kind of have the fun she's used to playing with her dad, and to not being able to go in there and have fun with her kind of buzzes me out a little bit. So I'm glad they're doing this. There was one specific cruise line that I would really love that would, if they would, do a little bit more, let the parents in to the kids club, and that is Disney. I would love to play with my kid in that Star Wars and the Marvel areas of the kids club. That'd be so much fun. I don't know. I feel like it's like at Universal when you see the Pterodon flyers and it's there, but you can't do it, and it's just like, oh, I want to do it, just to have the experience. I want to do it, It's kind of like that for me when I see the Star Wars areas on some of those ships. So yeah, I mean, Disney, if you hear me, this is a call to action. Please, more open houses, please. And next up, we've got theme park news. And yet another reason why Genie Plus is the devil. A mother punched her daughter in the face over a Genie Plus reservation. So apparently there was some arguing going on in the Slinky Dog at Universal, at Hollywood Studios. In the Slinky Dog coaster, there was some arguing going on. One thing led to another, and the 59-year-old mom clocked her 35-year-old daughter right in the face, and is now, facing assault charges. Crew cast members had to get involved, but another. Like I said, I don't remember. Thinking back, I don't think I ever remember fights breaking out over Fast Pass. Just saying, Genie Plus, you've done it again. You're ruining families. Disney World has a deal going on where DVC members can get a 20% discount on VIP tours, which, is pretty good. Those things are pricey, man. I think regularly it's like $450 to $900 per hour with a minimum of 7 hours for those tours. And a 20% off of that is, it's a good chunk of change. It's going to be valid on tours from July 17th through September 30th. So if you're planning on going to check it out, going to get one of those tours, make sure you get your discount. VIP tour is really something I'd really love to do. One of my dreams is to go on every single ride in every single park at Disney World in one day. But I don't have enough friends, so the VIP tour can accommodate up to 10 people, and of course, and it's the same price no matter how many people you have in it, right? So you can split that cost over up to 10 people. I don't got enough friends that like going to Disney World like I do. So I don't think my dream will ever become reality, but I can continue to dream. We've all been to Epcot and we've all tried to drink around the world, right? Well, maybe make sure you keep your hands to yourself when you do so. So a granny and her family were taking pictures, and with one of the characters, Goofy to be exact. And while taking pictures, this granny decided to squeeze Goofy's backside and scream "woohoo" as she did it. Well, Goofy didn't like this, and the granny is now facing charges. I mean, just like anywhere else, people, it doesn't matter how much you drink, you got to keep your hands to yourself. Whether it be a man, a woman, or an anamorphic dog. All right, Goofy didn't deserve that. The previously announced Disability Access Service updates are now in effect at Disney World. This new update, DAS is now being limited to those guests with cognitive disorders such as autism. And a lot of people aren't happy about it, me included. I used to get DAS. I didn't know about DAS for the longest time. And so when I would go to the parks, sometimes I would ride one ride, and maybe make it two, and that was it, right? It was horrible standing in those lines. And I didn't mind waiting. Like I said before, I don't mind waiting for a ride, but being stuck in that line, I couldn't do it. And I was able to get on, explain my situation to a cast member, and receive my DAS and be able to have those great Disney days that a lot of people have. And we're supposed to be going back later this year, and I'm gonna try when we get closer to it. I am gonna try to get my DAS passed, but if it doesn't go through, I really don't know what my Disney day is gonna look like. It might I'm honestly kind of on edge about it. I'm really on edge about it. Something that's worrying to me, and I know that's happening right now to a lot of people in the disabled community. And I think it's a real bummer that they had to implement these changes. I'm not sure. So they claim that these changes are due to too many people taking advantage of the system, which, I guess I could see that, right? Recently started seeing all over social media, people posting, oh, this is a hack, how to get the DAS and, follow these steps and whatnot, which is, it's dumb, ridiculous. And those people for sure don't deserve it. But for us that really were using it and really needed it, it's detrimental. So that's the reason they gave, right? But a lot of people, and I'm kind of on this fence of thinking this as well, is that they really are maybe doing this. I see them pointing a lot of people to Genie Plus. Purchase Genie Plus if you want to have the same type of benefits. And a lot of people think that they're trying to push those DAS users to Genie Plus to get that untapped income, which is kind of an evil thing to do, right? But and I really, fingers crossed that that's not the case, because I don't want to see the Disney company in that light, even though a lot of people already do. But yeah, anyway, DAS changes are here, and they're going to be implemented at Disneyland here starting pretty soon. I forget the exact date. I think it's in July, but pretty soon Disneyland as well is going to have these stricter rules for their disability services. The Dreams That Soar drone show has started at Disney Springs, and it launched on May 24th. And you're going to be able to see it performed for a limited time 2 times a night at 9 p.m. and 10:45. But apparently the first grand opening, the first showing of the show, was kind of a nightmare. I've seen photos and videos, and it was packed. Some people were reporting that it took 30 minutes or so just to walk out of Disney Springs, and at least one person having a medical emergency and passing out. Disney maybe do a little bit better with their crowd control. Limit some future shows. I'm really glad I wasn't there for that, because I probably would have flipped out. But yeah, maybe do a little bit better with crowd control going forward, Disney, because a drone show's cool, but it's not cool enough for me to wait 30 minutes to exit afterwards. So I think I'll skip it. If you got a trip to Disney World planned and you're planning on staying off-site at maybe one of the Good Neighbor hotels, you might want to give a second thought to staying at Embassy Suites. Their kitchen just had a whole bunch of health code violations and actually had to shut down, including the discovery of cockroaches in the kitchen. So I don't know about you, but I don't really like having roaches in the place where I lay my head. So personally, I would stay away. But if it's somewhere that you do like, you like staying, you stayed there before, something like that, maybe just stay away from eating there for a while. Grab something on the way to the parks or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, roaches are never good. Universal Orlando has another gift card deal going on. If you put $500 on a gift card, you're going to get to select one interactive wand. You're going to get one universal lanyard, and you're going to get one reusable shopping bag. You're also going to get 10% off of any purchases when you use that card. All in all, it's a $135 value. if you put $500 on that card. Now, if you put $300 on that card, you're going to get just the interactive one, which is a $65 value. So if you're planning on getting some souvenirs at Universal, maybe, you know, go ahead and just get a shopping cart, get some freebies and get some discounts on those souvenirs if you get the $500 one, that is. But I've seen a lot of these, Universal doing a lot of these deals recently, so they must be doing really well. I know that when we were there last month, I did see a lot of people that were taking advantage of the deal. At that time, I think the deal was you get a interactive one and a robe. I believe is what it was. And I've seen a lot of people that were taking advantage of that. So sadly, I didn't get my robe, so I didn't get my Slytherin wand and whatnot. But yeah, maybe next time. But yeah, go ahead and take advantage of this deal, especially if you're a Harry Potter fan. Universal Orlando has also released a bunch of info on the haunted houses for Halloween Horror Nights. So there's going to be a few. Let me just read off a few here. There's going to be Goblin's Feast, Slaughter Cinema 2, Major Sweets Candy Factory, The Museum, Deadly Exhibits, and Triplets of Terror. So none of those really stand out to me. They've announced some more, but you know, it's kind of hard to keep up. They were announcing new ones pretty much every day for a while there, and none of them really stood out for me. None of them had me running to go buy a ticket. So I hope that, you know, maybe some better stuff's coming down the line. We still got a while till Halloween, so hopefully they'll make some cooler announcements. Universal did announce a premium Scream Night for Hollywood Horror Nights. So it's going to be a limited ticket event where guests are actually going to be in groups, and they're going to rotate which houses those groups can go to. So it's going to be shorter lines and you know, a lot less wait time. There are also going to be a selection of all you care to enjoy, I guess is what people are calling it now. All you can eat, okay? It's all you can eat. You eat until you can't anymore, okay? End of my rant. But all you care to enjoy, there's going to be a selection of all you can care to enjoy food options. And like I said, shorter wait time. So the event is on August 29th, and they're going to actually start selling tickets on June 6th. And they're going to release a little bit more information on June 6th as well when the tickets go on sale. So we don't have the prices yet. But like I said, though, there's really, you know, there really aren't that many, to me, great houses this year. But, you know, if you want to go check it out, if Hollywood Horror Nights is something you want to do, maybe think about getting this one limited night ticket and skip the lines. Nobody likes lines. And that's it for this week's episode. I mean, I'm sorry, there was a lot of stuff this week. I know that I put 2 weeks of stuff into this one because, you know, we've actually had a lot going on this past week. Some big news, some big things coming down the pipe. So I wasn't able to release an episode of Flambé last week. So I had to kind of squeeze it in this week. But yeah, we do have some interesting, some pretty cool things coming up. Like I said, in a couple of days, we're going to be getting on Disney Wonder. And then we have a lot of things coming down the pipe this year. A lot of vlogs coming, a lot of cruises. We're going, maybe, you know, we're going to see a lot of the world. And we're going to bring you guys with us. So if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. Come on, join the crew. Join us. And if you love this video, please give us a thumbs up. I appreciate every single one of you subscribers. It really does mean so much to me. And as I always say, thanks for watching, and see you again next week.
If you can be next to me, we'll feel like we're just meant to be.